what are the three most interesting things you've uncovered during your history research?
Well, my history research began when I decided to retire back to Cardiff, where I was born. Although I travelled a lot and worked abroad, we'd always kept somewhere in Cardiff as a sort of holiday home. And I decided that Cardiff was quite a nice place to retire. I then began to walk around the place where I used to live, Grangetown, which is in the southwest corner of the city, and began to realize that perhaps with new eyes, that architecturally it was a very interesting place. At one end you had the tightly packed terrace cottages built in the Victorian era, mid-Victorian 1850s. And at the other end you had the very pleasant and large Victorian houses, stone of course, constructed very nicely for the people who were commuting at that time, middle classes. So I wanted to know who built this place and why was there such a wide variety of construction. One of the most amazing things I found was that although it was built on a marsh, which isn't exactly the best place to build a housing, the underlying clay was a very special type called marl, M-A-R-L, which is a gritty kind of clay, ideal for making bricks, but it can also be used as fertilizer. I also found that in the 12th century, the place was run as a farm by the monks of Margan Abbey. So these two things put together began my search for a more detailed history of the area and the changing architecture. I came across, of course, the Marquis of Bute and the Earl of Plymouth, who were the two big landowners for the area, the former constructing Cardiff docks, of course. So their history was also important and very interesting. So I think that just having discovered a miscellany of things about the area which nobody else had looked into before, and how important this clay, although a nuisance, was actually to its history. And if you've gone there in the mid 18th century, late 18th century, sorry, early 19th century, it would be a brick building centre. There are lots of brickyards all over the place, which was something quite surprising nobody had thought of before.